Well, you hear the crowd cheering for Javier Fernandez, the two-time world champion. Huge comeback, sitting in first place after a very rocky start to the Grand Prix season in China. It was the first time he was off the Grand Prix podium since 2013, now with a lead of about 14 points.
And with those PATA points after the short program, you would think that would take off a little pressure. Sometimes that helps, knowing, okay, if I make one small mistake or two small mistakes, I'll still be okay. But sometimes that can have the opposite effect and you let go too soon.
Bit of a sloppy landing on the opening quad toe.
Setting up his quad sal. Ooh, that is so nice. He has one of the best quad sals in the business.
Did not take the time to really utilize his full blade to get up off the ice on that axle. The axle, despite being an edge jump, ultimately ends with you jumping off of your toe pick, and when you jump too soon before you hit that toe pick, you don't get the height you need to complete the revolution.
Javi has been doing the same spins for the last 3 years, and he said he wanted to change to wow and impress the judges. So he's been working with Paige Astrop, aka what Brian Orser, his coach, calls the spin doctor, to improve his new positions, and he is actually matching his positions to his music. So a bit of a change up for him this year.
Another quad sal cow here, his final quad. Notice he's starting to slump in his shoulders. In the short program, we didn't see that, but we did in China, where his body just starts to collapse into itself. That's when you know Javi's not on his game.
As a skater, you get a bit frantic once you've made this many mistakes, and it's hard to slow that process down and get back into the swing of things.
Extremely odd triple axel. Definitely didn't finish the takeoff, and the rotation almost looked like he'd never even attempted a triple axel before. Very flat-footed. So sloppy on these landings. Once you get into the air, you have to point both feet towards the ice and point on the way out. He's letting his heels drag on the ice on the landings of these jumps. It's almost as if he doesn't have the strength in his body to complete them properly.
For an Olympic year, that's not going to cut it.
And for this competition, he needed to redeem his performance after the Grand Prix China with the world watching, and he just was not able to. He needs to build up strength moving forward into the season.
He's been on the podium in 7 of his last 8 Grand Prix events, unable, though, to match the near-perfect short program in Grenoble. Javier Fernandez with his coach, Brian Orser.
This was Javi's opening quad toe. He does the usual Javi nice tight air position, but here, watch how lazy his left foot is on the landing. There was no need for that.
Now, this was a very nice element, the quad sal, double toe. The rest of the program just sort of fell apart. That was the shining moment. And there you could see on the triple axel did not even make the rotation even close.
Did it look to you,
3.5 revolutions?
Did it look to you, though, that he was just weak through the program, like his body wouldn't hold up to these jumps?
He was slumping on the landings of his jumps.
It's still the highest free skate score of the day. Well, he left a lot of points on the table, though. Such a big lead after the short, and you wonder how much does that open up the door for Uno.